That's not what knees are for. Lamentations 5:5 says, "Our pursuers are at our necks. We are weary. We are given no rest." Dear fellow white people, you may feel discomfort as you comfortably breathe under church steeples or high ivory towers and other halls of power. But please, we must discuss what's been previously ignored. We can no longer afford to avoid our complicity in generational sins prompted lately by the fate of the late George Floyd. Dear brothers from another mother, sisters from another mister, my family and friends, I reflect with respect, grief, and hope. I offer my prayers, tears, ears, heart, and hands. You've been on the run from howling hounds to siren sounds, but profiling all the same. But you get tired of running because they still run you down, looking to blame, black or brown, someone that fits your description. What a coincidence again. You're always in the wrong place at the wrong time, as if melanin was a sin. Tired of hiding because they want you hidden. Tired of trying. Who are we kidding, though? Tired of stand down, stand by, sit in, lay down, with a knee on your neck, all on video. No rest for the weary, so dead tired of protest resurrects in your chest. CPR of your pride against a world no longer attuned to the clues and the hues and the creator's design, against a history bent on arresting the development of an entire people who bear God's glory with a bold beauty that should arrest the rest of us to revere every girl and boy, woman and man. I see you stand for your rights, for your roots. I see how you kneel on the field and protest, yet still they manage to astroturf your truth. Our knees were meant to bend to the ground willingly in prayer to God in humility, not to grind forcefully on the carotid artery of a helpless man in cold inhumanity. I see your defiant fists raised one day, defeated hands raised the next. Don't shoot. How can I know how tiring it must be to live so perplexed? Present inequities swing low on bent branches of our complex history, tongue-tied, twisted public figures, hidden talents buried near the lynching tree. Tongues meant to bless God with finest poetry, gagged or excised, longing to rhyme in ancient rhythms to keep ancestors' story alive. Some of your finest warriors wore a necklace of war beads, but heartless enemies shackled those necks with his greed. Corralled like cattle, chained like mere chattel, hands bound. What helpless terror that overpowers victims' voices and surround human necks in a shameful noose. On today's breaking news, a shameless knee rests pressed upon your neck. How desperate it must feel to gasp, "I can't breathe." 8 minutes and 46 seconds of no reprieve between hard asphalt and bony knee, like when packed black bodies were cramped in lower galleys on open high seas. Life pressed down, choked out on the ground, and open to stain in the Twin Cities. Like exports from native soil, imported royal humanity, working the soil, treated like dirt. Shortened lives, necks stretched in nooses coils, lives devoured with no just desserts. For the strange fruit, a recipe for disaster, always under the watchful eye of over-policing. Please, restless warriors, rise up and tell your story as your spirit burns like Minneapolis. May your impassioned pain yield for you gain and inflame enduring change in our nation. God grant you a foretaste now of just peace as you prepare for the feast in his kingdom come.